Morning, class.
Good morning, madam.
But this one's presented yesterday. We have so many groups, okay. Then question 2. Okay. Yeah, question 1. We may not finish with. Okay. Yeah, question 1. We may not finish within this lesson, but just in case. Okay. And now that tomorrow I've lesson, but just in case. Okay. And now that tomorrow I've heard you are going for fees and you are celebrating. Will we be having a class really? The home tools. But you have fee balances. They will possibly tell you to go. Did I give you BRISINGA paper 3? I don't know why I have very few copies. 6. You did it? I didn't. How many are these? Can you count? Because they seem to be very few. Then we have this. I'm busy, right? So why should someone insist? This one is my markings. And so I expect group 1 to come. Silent, please. I expect group 1 to come so that we start. Silent at the back, and you focus on the papers and the around there. I don't know why the marking scheme is lying, because anytime we have off, I think we are supposed to use the superlative, right? Yeah, so the marking scheme is lying here. You can say prettier off. Prettier should be done. Yeah, so your answer is right. Question 2. Silence at the back. There are people who are still speaking, and I think I've warned you several times. For you to pay attention, you cannot be speaking at the same time listening. It doesn't happen like that. So let's let one person present as the rest listen. Yeah, so question 2, repeat.
The teacher cannot take credit for each measure can the student begin with neither. Neither the student nor the teacher can take credit.
Okay. Or even if you begin with neither the teacher nor the student can take credit for it. Number 3.
Limau has always strongly supported the college football. Please count. Limau has staunchly supported the college football.
Remember the word staunch, not staunchly. When you are staunch, it means you are a strong force in something, right? Yeah, so can you try to form? Or do you have a group that did differently? Yes.
Limau has always staunchly supported the college football.
Remember, staunch is what? An adjective, right? So it should come before the word supporter. Because supporter in that case is standing for a noun. So can we now create the correct sentence? Yes. Rimao? Remember that sentence is always strongly, which means it is something that has been continuously going on. So we need to use the word been somewhere. Rimau has always been a staunch supporter of the college football team. Rimau has always been a staunch supporter of the college football team. Yeah. So when you're given in that form, just establish whether this word stands for something in the sentence, then consider whether it's an adjective, and then see which noun it should be, modifying. Then later on you can create your sentence. Number 4.
He is quite handsome. Begin with how. How handsome is he?
He is quite handsome. Begin how. Do we want a question? No. We want an exclamation, maybe. An interjectory sentence. One person. Yes. Why are you using quite? And why are people saying is he? Yes. Shh. Silence. Yeah, how handsome he is. And the punctuation at the end of the sentence will be exclamation. And by there, they have been setting this one a lot. Even 2024, I saw a question like this one. How handsome he is. Yeah? Why? Yeah? Quite is the same as showing the beauty. And that beauty has been shown by the interjection. You cannot say how quite handsome he is, no. Already that exclamation shows that there is extreme in what you are talking about. Yeah, so whenever you have quite or very, then they want you to use how. It means they want you to change the sentence from the comparative aspect to an exclamatory sentence. And in an exclamatory sentence, we don't say, how very good you have performed. How very excellent you are. Do we say like that? No, you can't. So you avoid the intensifier. Okay. The next question.
Just in case you change your mind, call this number. Begin should.
Yeah.
Should you call this number just in case you change your mind?
Remember we did conditionals in Form 3. This is testing on conditional. Conditional. Joki? Yeah? Continue, don't worry. Should you change? Good. And where's the punctuation, or which punctuation will we need? Yeah, so we need a comma. Where? After? Mind. Yeah. Should you change your mind, call this number. Remember, it's about conditionals in Form 3. Please read on conditionals. They are tested a lot. Provided that, given that, which other? If, only if. You learned about 7 of them. Yeah. All right. So we can go to the next. Question 2, Roman 1.
Write each of the following sentences, replacing the underlined word with a suitable phrase.
So you rewrite the sentences replacing underlined words with suitable phrasal verbs. Okay. Roman 1.
The suspect confessed after a long interrogation.
Which word is underlined there? Confessed. The suspect confessed after a long interrogation. So, which word will we replace the phrasal verb with? Yes? Confessed? Yeah? When you confess, which phrasal verb do we use to say confess? Yeah? Give in. Give in is surrender. Give up is to quit. is quit. What about when you own? Oh, I'm giving the answer. Yeah, own up. So, because it's confessed past tense, because it's confessed past tense, what will we write there? Owned up. Yeah, the suspect owned up after a long interrogation. All right, Roman 2. Roman 2. Shh. Those who are discussing, please pay attention. There is no sense you are focusing on something else and we are discussing another, then you miss it out. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Which is the underlined word there? Rejected. So, which phrasal verb stands for rejected? Turned away. Turned down, yes. Because turn away is like sending someone. Yeah? Turn away from. Maybe turn away from, but just turn away. No. So Nyambura turned away from, but you cannot just say turn away. Nyambura turned away from Waiyaki's proposal, or Nyambura turned down, but the most suitable is turned down. We have those which are phrasal verbs, but they look informal. Number 3. Yeah, so we are filling the blank spaces with correct prepositions. Roman 1.
Every member is entitled -1
Entitled to. Yeah, I told you about the complex prepositions, and I reminded you to check on many. And among those which are common are entitled, operated, and so many others. Afford. Yeah. Roman 2.
John is very excited that he is
About, yeah. Excited about going to India. Roman 3.
He has been down dash malaria for the last 2 days.
He has been down dash malaria for the last 2 days. Which preposition is suitable there? With, yeah. Down with malaria for the last 2 days. So check on operated and many other prepositions that are commonly asked, especially complex prepositions. Number 4.
Rewrite the following sentences to remove gender bias.
Removing gender bias.
The master of duty punished me for making noise in class.
Yeah. So instead of the master on duty punished me for making noise in class, what will you write? The teacher on duty punished me for making noise in class. The next question.
Give 2 meanings for the following sentences. Visiting relatives can be boring.
Tell us, which 2 meanings did you acquire from that sentence? Visiting relatives can be boring.
It can be boring to visit relatives.
Yeah, it can be a very boring act when you keep visiting relatives. Another meaning?
It can be boring to be visited by relatives.
Yeah, those relatives who keep visiting you can turn up to be boring. Is it true? Yes. Are you planning to go to your relatives after Form 4? No way. Okay. The next question. The next question.
Write the following sentences according to the instructions given. I am sick now. You must say. Rewrite the reported speech.
Yeah, so you have to change that sentence from the direct speech to reported. I am sick now, Juma said. So what did you have?
Juma said that he was sick.
Yeah, Juma said that he was sick then. Now it's replaced by then. Yeah. And when you're talking about reported speech, please consider the adverbs of time and the adverbs of place. Adverbs of time and adverbs of place. Those are the most tricky parts in reported speech. Okay. The next question.
You will accompany him on the trip if you behave well. Write using condition.
You see, that's a condition again. What did your answer? What was your answer?
Condition that you behave well.
What, the comma should be there if you start with on condition. Which other way can we write that? Yeah, you'll accompany me on the trip on condition that you behave well. That's how we tell the small kids. But for you, automatically you know how. Thank you so much. We can appreciate her. She has done a great job. And we can go to the person to facilitate question 3, narrative. And we don't have to read the entire narrative because I hope every group went through it. We'll just go through the questions unless we are referring to a certain part of the narrative.
Question. Classify this narrative.
Be loud enough when you're speaking, and then you explain your answer also. But I would wish you just give it so that we are not having, we will waste a lot of time if we let others be. But unless there is a question that is tough, we can help. Because you are representing your group.
Of the narrative, the story talks about a giant named Nokoko who is said to be the owner of the mangoes. Explain the effects of dialogue in this narrative. This question for its challenging.
Really? What does a dialogue do? I think even the previous exam we did had such a question. That is elite 3 or 2? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it drives the audience to listen more to the narrative. Yeah. Yeah, it has enhanced plot development. Yeah. Yeah, it has exposed the character trait of Chimera, right?
Yes.
What else? Yeah. It has? Dialogue, no. Song does, but dialogue, no. What the dialogue does, yeah. Yeah, it has broken the monotony of narration and made the narrative more interesting or even dramatic and lively. Yeah. The next question. So don't forget that in case it comes in an exam. Those are the roles dialogue plays in a narrative. Next question.
What is the dominant mode in the above narrative?
What was your answer? Yeah? Nervous. Instead of nervous, which word do we use? Tensed mood. In case people are confused, they are worried, we say tensed mood or a mood of tension. Yeah, or anxious mood. Yeah, so why did you say that is the mood for the narrative? Was there fear and worry among characters? So can you mention that?
Safest mode because you can see that after the children told Chimera to climb up the tree and Nahoho the giant shows up, the children ran away in fear. Also, Chimera himself, after seeing the awful sight in front of him, he screams.
Yeah, so the screaming of Chimera when he sees the giant, and the children were scared by hearing that the giant will be there. All right, the next question.
With illustrations from the passage, describe one character trait of the following. Chimera.
Yeah.
We can say that he's fearful because he screams on seeing the awful giant when he had climbed the mango tree.
Yeah, but let that one come later, because when you compare him to the friends, who are more fearful? Yeah, so I would consider that you give the friends fearful and say the fact that they ran away, then consider Chimera, and yet we have an opposing character trait. Yeah, you would rather give that to Chimera's friends. So which other character trait did you find for Chimera? Adventurous. You say? Oh, courageous. I've heard adventurous. Courageous, why? Yeah. He dares the ogre by climbing the tree despite the danger involved. Another character trait for Chimera. Yeah. Adventurous because he decides to explore this place where people don't ever go. People are not going to this place. So he's the first one to discover the mango tree. What else? Yeah? Someone is giving us another answer. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah, but you better start by using the word disobedient, because in the exam, before we are given such an option, we will have marked almost even 2,000 schools. Then now the last lot, they say you can now mark for stubborn. But at first they say we said strictly disobedient, because disobedient is more suitable there. So disobedient because they warn children against picking mangoes at that spot, but he disregards. Chimera's parents.
Chimera's friends,
Friends, yeah.
they are cunning. They immediately ran away when they heard the giant hit Chimera and failed to keep their promise of protecting him.
Cunning is when we have agreed in something and you don't do that. Or you make me give you something so that you gain and you are taking advantage of me. But this one, when they run away, what are they? Deceitful, unreliable, treacherous, because they betrayed their friend. Or maybe using sincere, dishonest, such things. Yeah. Any other character trait for friends? Remember, they also go to pick mangoes there, and they have been warned so many times by the parents, so they are still disobedient. And I also said they are fearful. The next question.
Explain any two main economic activities carried out in the community. Hunting. Chimera would go out hunting.
Okay.
Then gathering. This community performed gathering. When they went to search for mangoes.
Yeah.
Identify the features.
There is still another economic activity I can see. Yeah, farming, or you can specify as crop farming. Next question.
Identify the feature of style in the following sentence. The giant hit him a terrible whack on his left cheek. Can you say assonance?
Why?
And
Assonance in only applies to poetry, right? A story, no. Any other group maybe who got a different perspective of that?
onomatopoeia,
From which word?
work.
Yeah? Do you have another style? Okay, we can proceed.
What makes the above genre an oral narrative? It has an opening formula once upon a time, and the author says it has a closing formula and story ends there.
Okay.
What is the moral lesson of this story? We should learn to listen to our parents when they warn us of something so that we can not lead to regret.
You've not finished the lesson. You must give an illustration from the story, right? Yes. Yeah, to prove that when you don't listen, there is something that will happen. So tell us what happened to each character for failing to listen.
And Primera's parents want Primera not to go to the mango rooms, but instead he went and he ends up being eaten by.
Yeah, so all of you should be aware that you cannot give a moral lesson without illustration. So let's appreciate that, no? And you realize this is a narrative I said in one of the papers that we did. So I'm even surprised it's in BRISINGA also. Yes, someone? Like? What proverb have you given? A one word? For a wise man. But I think the most appropriate should be maybe look before you leap, or which other? Which other proverb? You know, something that is more of a warning. Yeah? Maybe you can think about it and see more options. Yeah, question 2 now. Are you sure you are well? The leg is now well. Okay. Thanks, sir. I hope every group has done, because there is no group that has not done. So just get to the questions. You can maybe just tell us the excerpt comes from this a specific page. You tell us the page, because now that you are a group, you must have researched. Page 61 to 63. Whom does it involve? Maybe something to do with that. Yeah, Nicole and Mosi. I think that is one of the most set excerpts. I've been going through almost 48 exams, and it's the commonly set in most of the papers. So go on.
Immediately after this extract, the mayor comments about 2 key leaders in the municipal administration. Who are they? What does he say about each? So let us read that. Just say the answer.
Just say the answer, then we see whether it's right.
So these 2 key leaders are Ted and Seymour. Then about Ted, he says that Ted as a line secretary ensures companies associated with his relatives and friends want tenders and conspiring with them to steal all the money budgeted for the health centers. Then Seymour is behind the protracted delays in the influence of building approach in the municipalities and cannot get a building plan approval until they part with dollars. One cannot get the building
Between
plan.
Seima and Ramdai, who is key leader, a key leader? Yeah, Ramdai should be the one mentioned here instead of Seima. Because Ramdai is the deputy mayor, so he's major than Seima. Because they have said key leaders.
But madam, in the conversation they were talking about Ramdai.
After,
Even
even after, there is nothing about Ramdai. There is, right? You know, there were so many accusations he was throwing. So just check, after the excerpt, is there anywhere where a mayor is blaming Honorable Ramdai? For what? Yes? What does he blame him for? He says that?
the family of Honorable Ramdai are dealing with the most municipal projects.
And also the fact that he's too slow in how he handles things. Yeah. So you may have to write the three and see which one they may opt for. Because for KCSE, they may decide we want to only focus on the key, who is maybe Ramdai, and leave alone Seima. But if you've written three, there's no problem in that. If they decide to include Ramdai, it will be okay. But if they only say Ted and Ramdai, then we'll score. So consider to write the three. Okay.
Next question. Mayor Mosi claims that Honorable Ramdai has conned almost everyone in their town. Mention one council leader who has been conned and explained. So the leader was Inspector Bembe.
Yeah. How had he been conned?
Where he had built his hotel and his home, it is said that it belongs to the public land where the Maracas University land is supposed to be built.
Yeah. And they are saying, okay, you may also need to explain what will happen now that the land has been discovered to be belonging to the university instead of Bembe. What will be coming for in the later days?
Is this right when you say where Mosi promises him that he will arrange to have the university and the hotel?
You have to indicate that there's a lobby group that is ready to take him to court so that the land is restored to the university. Yeah. Because 3 marks means you have to go up to that. Proceed.
Next question with examples. Identify any two character traits of Honorable Ramdai brought out in this excerpt. One, you find that he is corrupt,
Why?
where he prints 10 title deeds for the same plot and then sells them for the same, for 10 different people.
Is it within the excerpt?
Yes.
Okay. Because you have to make sure it's within the excerpt.
Then another one is identify that he sells.
Even the same idea, apart from being corrupt, it's what? Because if I sell to you something, then again I sell to someone else. What does, yeah? Dishonest. And also deceitful, because he's like, playing treachery on fakeness to many people.
I don't know if this is correct.
Yeah.
We say that he's selfish, where he cons people by where he's known everyone in the town that.
Yeah, you must be selfish to do that. Can you imagine someone, even in this class, borrowing you 1,000? When you are closing, then they tell you they'll return to you and they open. And when they open, every time they see you, they avoid you. Or maybe they decide even to be your enemies. There are those sorts of people, by the way. We have even seen adults, they borrow from you money, and because they don't want to pay you, now they turn you into an enemy so that they'll never pay. So that is an aspect of selfishness. He's selfish or egocentric.
So I think another group has another character trait of Ramdai.
Okay.
Next question. Identify and explain any two themes evident in this excerpt.
The themes.
One, abuse of office, where Ramdai makes sure that his relative and friends bring tenders on conspiring them to steal all the money budgeted for the health center.
Yeah.
Then corruption, where Ramdai sets the temperature beats to 10 times.
Yeah, even the fact that he makes sure that only his family gets the relatives or are getting tenders, it's a form of corruption which is under nepotism. So you can deal with it as nepotism or corruption at large.
Next question.
There is also embezzlement, right? Yeah, embezzlement of funds, whereby how do you make sure that you are just pouring some little tarmac, then you pay yourselves. Hey, like, do you have people from Kericho here? Yeah. Hey, you are governor. You are governor, I don't know, and unfortunately when you steal a lot of money, you seem to be safe than when you steal a chicken. Can you imagine someone has only painted structures, old houses in the lands department, and he has paid himself 2.5 million for each house. And he has written a report indicating he has placed new iron sheets, I don't know which type. He has also placed the new, gutters. He has done the new what. And the only thing he did was to paint the houses, nothing more. 2.5. And not one house, there were several houses. Also, there are some companies he had paid to money, but they cannot even get to know which company is this, what work did they do. So the corruption that is going on in the country, really, I don't know, and people still say the government is working, I don't know what they mean. Let's go on.
Identify any two stylistic techniques and the playwright.
Stylistic techniques.
One, onomatopoeia. Pacing around the room.
Pacing, do we make that onomatopoeia? Pacing has no connotation of sound, so it cannot fall there.
Historical question.
Which one?
Are any roads ever constructed?
Is it the final part of the excerpt? Or the in between? Just check, because if it's the end, you may think it's rhetorical, yet maybe the cut off. Okay, then it will be rhetorical question. And remember, when you are referencing rhetorical question, put a question mark. But if you put a full stop, you cannot score. Is it clear? Yeah. The next style. We didn't have a simile, because when they talk about those detonated rods that look like, it's not within the excerpt. Yeah, so there's a simile there. And also irony, because we expect leaders to offer development to their to municipality, yet they are there looting left, right. Hyperbole, Yeah, even that one is hyperbole. Then it's also satire. There's satire. The fact that leaders are there to mess up the entire the municipality, when they came there to do the best for the citizens. Continue.
The backstops with you, as they say, you write adding a question tag. The backstops with you, as they
Yes?
doesn't it?
Doesn't it? And remember to start with a comma, a small letter D, and a question mark. If anything misses, you don't score, because that is purely grammar question. Next.
They simply misappropriate the funds, begin with funds.
Funds are, yes? Funds are simply misappropriated. Meanings of what?
Inflating,
Raising, magnifying, overblowing. The buck's with you. The buck stops with you. What does it mean? When I say the buck stops with you, it's an idiom. What does it mean? Yeah? It's up to you, or it's your responsibility to handle it. Misappropriate, misuse or abuse. Mediocrity. Mediocrity. Ordinary, or maybe something not worth to standards. Yeah. So we can, the next one will have grammar. Do we have another lesson? No. So how do I know whether you learn tomorrow or not, or how many will go? By what time do you normally know? 8 in the night.
Tomorrow.
Whether you'll be there tomorrow or you'll go. But there's no book on my locker. Did you bring yesterday or previous day? Because I can't see any book on my locker, but I'll check. This one does not want tea. Zuri, hi. Huyu hataki chai, amekaa tu kwa jua. Kama ni mgonjwa. Wewe hutaki chai? Anataka? So ana surrender chai. Okay.